We began researching other music videos from our genre, such as Blink-182's I Miss You, System of a Down's Chop Suey, Arctic Monkeys' Are You Mine, and Pendulum's Propane Nightmares, and Trivium's In Waves.
The conventions we established throughout all of these videos were, they all had low-key lighting, they all showed the band either performing or acting. Some of the videos portrayed the band in a less serious, more fun way, such as Arctic Monkeys and the System of a Down. Narratives, if used, were used to help portray the image of the band.
When the band is on screen, their clothing is plain, adding to their image as a serious rock band. There are lots of suggestions of things that aren't there, hinting at insanity. As a group, we decided that the pace of the editing should fit with the beat and rhythm of the music. For example, when the music speeds up or gets frantic, as does the pace of the editing.
We have used low-key lighting in the wood section of the video and in the dark alley with the clown. This was very much conventional of a horror thriller movie, which in itself defies most music video conventions, as we've involved shots and ideas from films, not a generic music video. This conditions the audience into a sense of unease as the dark lighting is less comforting than a well-lit scene. We all agreed that this was very effective and we liked the emotional response in the audience created with doing this.
We subverted this convention by using a high contrast effect in Sony Vegas to give the effect of a fog filter inspired by Hitchcock's Vertigo, which is conventional of a psychological thriller film genre on the shots of the protagonist in bed. In these shots we also used a green highlight, again inspired by Vertigo.
We had our band performing in the video and we dressed them plainly, fitting with the conventions of indie music videos, but also dark and black clothing which again created a dark character about them, such as in horror films.
In our music video, our narrative is constantly hinting at insanity within our protagonist. This is a strong theme within indie music videos and we have followed this theme. Psychotic themes have also been seen in videos such as Pendulum's Propane Nightmares, which is also set in the woods.
We broke conventions by using intertextual references to films such as One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the hospital scenes, Vertigo, the green tint, and Fight Club, the alter ego and subliminal blip of the clown. This is a postmodern technique used to create elitism. We also directly referenced System of a Down's Chop Suey video with part of our performance section.
You wanted to. I discussed the baby with the shake up. You wanted to. Why'd you leave the kids upon the table? You wanted to. Well, I don't think you trust.
We broke conventions again by using three narratives running alongside each other, which is not typical of the music videos. This is more conventional of films.
The main theme in our music video is the psychology of our band and the different ways of seeing. This is portrayed also in our ancillary texts with the strong theme of the eye imagery. The distorted images of the woods in our digipack also represent different interpretations. The trees are a visual metaphor for isolation, which is a theme of our music video, as our protagonist is alone and has created an alter ego.
We have also maintained the use of black and white effect throughout our music video and our digipack, and also our magazine advert. This maintains the theme between our video and ancillary texts, as well as creating a band image of being serious about the music they are producing.
The use of the Fear the Lizard logo appears on all of our products, linking them together. Also, that when people see our logo, they will recognise it as our band. As well as using the logo on all of our products, we had made effective use of three primary colours, black, white and red, which can be seen within the eye on the digipack.
This keeps it very simplistic between our products and recognisable. If we altered some of these colours as a group, we don't believe that it would have had the same effect as we created with these colours, as the audience would have been confused and not made the same links between the band as we created. For example, if we'd have used the colour such as yellow, it does not contain the same dark and eerie connotations as red or black. This backs up the strong use of primary colours in our digipack, magazine advert and our video.
We have also done further research into digipacks and found that some bands have posters inserted into a slot in the digipack. We have found examples from bands such as Tall Ships, Queens of Stone Age and Green Day. We created two different sides to the poster and it was easily done in Photoshop. There is also a direct link between our performance shots in our video and the inside panels of our digipack. The mise-en-scène of what the band are wearing is used to display them as a rock band through the use of dark clothing, as well as the contrast effects we have added to our music video performance shots to make it appear even darker than it was before, as well as being stylistic.
The distorted images of the forest on our digipack links with the forest in the video where our protagonist is being chased. This shows the frantic nature of the music video, as well as his twisted mind and his dreamlike state which he is in at the time.
Overall, from all the combinations of our video and the ancillary text we have mentioned, have been extremely effective in presenting our band in a distinctive way. We think that you can clearly see what we have thought about how to link them together and the imagery we're trying to create, and have succeeded in doing this. There are common themes, messages and aesthetics between the music video, digipack and poster. From the feedback from our first draft, we learned that we needed more to our video, so we all decided to add another narrative into the video with more shots of the clown from a question we posted in our feedback. Again, from the first audience feedback, we asked the question suggesting we needed another alternative narrative to run alongside the main narrative, such as focus shots on the protagonist within a hospital bed.
These both had majority votes to change this aspect of our video. We also learned that the pace of the editing matched with the pace of the song, and our audience gave a majority vote towards this as well. But we all decided that it would be better if we sped it up slightly by adding a wider range of shots.
From the second feedback that we gained, we had a few comments saying that there were too many slow shots of the protagonist, so we decided to add performance shots and integrate them with the narratives. The performance shots also fit with the conventions of the majority of music videos, so that the audience is able to establish themselves with the band and their persona. The performance shots managed to separate the performance from the narrative because our feedback was that it seemed too much like a short film with the music over it.
From a feedback session with the AS class, they pointed out such things such as our lip syncing wasn't great.
Wouldn't you like to know what's under your bed? The monsters you create inside of your head. Whenever you try to run, you always fall down.
They also pointed out some of the acting faults which were unfortunate. However, we did our best we could with directing our actors.
Again, from this feedback session, one point was made that there was an overuse of the handheld camera as it was getting boring. So we changed this and replaced them with different shots. We decided to add a fade effect on the last shot to create a proper ending, which we have used.
For our final version, we got feedback from our teacher who said that we should distinguish between our different narratives more. So we added a green tint on the hospital narrative, increased the saturation on the clown narrative, and we added a sharpness effect over the performance shots.
In the research stage, we used media technologies such as YouTube and other television music channels to research similar products to ours. We also used Blogger to record and organise our research into one area so we could look back and see the videos and ideas we had gathered from all these all in one place. The use of Blog has also gone further than just our research, as we have extended their use into using them for our planning and our evaluation later in our product.
For our research into digipacks and album adverts, we used magazines such as Q, NME and Kerrang for the album adverts to see what the conventions of the adverts were. For digipacks, we looked at our own CDs personally to see what we had, as well as looking on Google Images for other uses of digipacks to extend our research.
As mentioned before, during our planning, the use of Blogger has played a huge part in our planning, as we have used them to document all the parts of our preliminary filming, as well as our actual filming task. This technology was easy to use as it allowed us to show our work up to date and the overall timescale development of our media task.
Sony Vegas was probably the most important technology used by us, as it is the software we use to edit all of our video clips together to create our final video. It is very good software for what we want, as it contains lots of in-software effects that we took full advantage of to add to our video, such as the green highlight and the added contrast.
The green tint was added with the colour highlight tool, where we selected green as our colour of choice for the hospital shots. Also in the hospital shots, we added a high contrast with the contrast tool. In the performance shots, we used unsharp mask to create an almost cartoon effect. In the shots of the clown, we increased the saturation, and with most of the shots, we used black and white. Another effect we used in Sony Vegas was layering the clown shots on top of other shots.
In our ancillary tasks, we used Photoshop to edit the images we had taken using our camera. In Photoshop, we used tools such as black and white effect and adjusted the colour balance levels. This allowed us to create the images we wanted, which were out of the ordinary, sticking to the insanity theme.
The camera we used was a Canon 550D with HD widescreen video recording. This allowed us to produce and record video with a much better quality of video, which we as a group believe benefited the overall quality of the video and the viewing experience.
We have also used a Sony 4GB dictaphone for our voice recordings of this evaluation and our audience feedback. Sony Vegas was also used to edit together all of our evaluation film clips and some of our feedback questionnaires that have had sound files along with them to present our feedback in a different way other than in written format.